Hey Taurus, happy 2020 and happy new year to you. I did take a little break from doing videos, but I'm back and I wanted to start with a 2020 outlook. So we're going to take a look at 3 aspects of your life. We're going to take a look at your general theme and general energies that will be surrounding you this year. We'll take a look at your work and your career, and we'll take a look at the energies surrounding your love and relationship sector. And then at the end, I've pulled an animal spirit that you could potentially choose to work with this year to help you navigate anything that we find, okay? I forgot to turn on my microphone. There we go. Okay, so let's start with these general themes. So we have the 9 of Cups, the 5 of that's the 6 of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. Taurus, this is a Taurus card, so we can just say that. So your energy is loud and clear in this reading as far as a general theme. This is a beautiful card. For me, this is a card of reciprocity, obviously generosity. This is a card of feeling very comfortable and successful, and so you will feel like you can share parts of yourself. And I'm getting that from this card, as these 2 cards actually as well. So the King of Wands is very passionate and very confident. And so you may find yourself in 2020 feeling very open, much more open than you have in the past, to share yourself with others, right? To really find a place where you feel you can be fully yourself, and you are opening yourself up in ways and perhaps even being vulnerable, more vulnerable than you've been in the past with people that you meet, right? So part of vulnerability is generosity. You know, it's not easy. Generosity isn't easy and vulnerability isn't easy. They're related. And that's what's coming across for me here. That you have, it looks to me like you have some ideas and some vision that you really want to pursue, and it looks like you're going to move forward and move toward those things. But I definitely see there's a strong energy of sharing yourself with others, perhaps in ways that you haven't before, okay? So let's see how the rest of the reading might tie in. So let's take a look at your work and career. The Hermit, the 5 of Pentacles, which is another Taurian card, and the 7. Taurus, you're all over this reading. 5, 6, and 7 of Pentacles. This is really interesting, Taurus, because up here, I got a very strong willingness to share yourself with others and to share your resources and just yourself in general, whatever that means. And here in the work area, it looks like you're going to be pulling back. So what just jumped out at me is like charity work and volunteering. And so perhaps, you know, I mean, perhaps you're going to be pulling back from a job. You know, like the idea that's coming to me is like Doctors Without Borders type of thing, where, you know, you really just kind of, you know, you leave your comfortable, cushy American job, so to speak, and you go off to another country and do something that's really benefiting other people, maybe for a fraction of what you would be getting paid if you stayed in your current position. That's what I'm getting through this. And so you may be, you know, contemplating, is this the best thing for me to do? It may be what your heart wants to do, and you may be just thinking through it logistically. Like, how much am I going to be able to give of myself and my resources? How much am I going to be able to pull back? You may have some concerns about doing this. You may have some concerns, some ideas or fears of lack may be creeping in. All right, so that's definitely coming through. So that was for at least one of you guys out there, right? The other thing, so if we take the Doctors Without Borders idea and put that on the back burner for a second, some of you may feel unfulfilled. So if you do have a current job that you plan on keeping, you may feel underpaid and unfulfilled in your position come this year. You may have a very strong desire to want to withdraw from the work environment, from the job, because it looks like you may not feel fulfilled or even necessarily challenged in the position. So, without creating a very long reading and doing an extended reading, you're going to have to tap in, Taurus. If this is resonating for you in any way, you're going to have to tap in to see which way you want to take this, because you can sit in this energy of lack throughout the year and withdraw completely, or you can maybe take a vacation and allow, so the hermit energy meaning like, take a break, take some time away from the job without leaving the job, and seeing what comes to you once you're away, right? Once you're away and on vacation and in the mountains or sitting on the beach or whatever it is that you like to do on vacation, what comes to you, right? Because sitting in this energy is clearly not going to be helpful. And so for those of you that might have an inclination towards, sitting in some kind of lack and resentment type of energy tied to work, I would ask you to consider shifting that and maybe spending some time journaling and getting clear about the type of job that you want. Because what I'm getting here is that there's a lot of passion and drive, and there's definitely a willingness to share and connect with others. But somehow there's this, in the work sector, somehow this is stuck for you right now. And so you may be looking to shift that in various ways. And, one of the ways that we just discussed was that you go to another country. Maybe you take a sabbatical or something, and you go to another country and do something for a month that will then open up opportunities and just kind of rejuvenate you. I'm feeling like in the work sector, you really need like some rejuvenation, and to really maybe take some time to figure out what it is that you actually want to do for work and for your career, instead of doing what you've always done, because it feels like that's no longer fulfilling for you. All right, let's take a look at your relationships. Temptation, which is the devil. The Nine of Staves, or the Nine of Wands. And the King of Arrows, or the King of Swords. So all three of these energies can be very defensive. The King of Swords can be a very calculating, not necessarily in a bad way, but a very methodical and calculating, more aloof type of character than the King of Wands. So where your passion and your heart of hearts may want to put yourself out there with this King of Wands energy, where you may find yourself in 2020 is keeping yourself held back a little bit in the area of relationship. There's some passion here, and you've done some work, and there probably have been some battles for you in the area of relationship. And so part of you may feel defensive. The other part of you may want to just kind of make all of this go away and really find, kind of the person of your dreams is what I'm getting. But you're somehow, these two are giving the impression that you're really, even though you may not want to do that, you find yourself kind of stuck in this pattern of, I'm not able to connect. I'm having difficulty connecting. And so that's something for you to consider this coming year. This may be an area for you to work on, Taurus, to really consider why you may be having some difficulty connecting, why you may be in a defensive posture when it comes to relationships. And so then we have this temptation energy or this devil energy. And the devil always brings me back to Pentacles because it's Capricorn, and it always brings me back to kind of a work theme too. So not necessarily work where we make money, but it's the things that keep us tied and the things that keep us bound, our responsibilities. And so, I keep going back to this. I think there are going to be a large subset of you that really want to break away from your current job. You really want to break away from your current responsibilities and obligations with this devil. And you want to do this. You want to do the 6 of Pentacles, and you want to find this 9 of Cups. You want to find your happy place. And I don't know why I'm getting like distance, but I'm getting distance. Like you may just really have a strong need to just kind of break away and do something brand new that you're passionate about, but that you haven't been able to fully express because, the devil energy is also a stuck energy, the way that the 9 of Staves can be a little bit on the stuck side. This is a stuck energy. This is a stuck energy, right? But your overall theme for the year was very positive. So these are the energies, I think, Taurus, that are really trying to come in. I'm willing to bet that you resonate with these from the standpoint of, yes, I would love to have that. But then, I don't care for my job and I really want to do something different. But then I've been burned in relationships. And so there's like this heaviness on the bottom half of this, which is work and relationship. But the main energies that came through for you for 2020 are absolutely beautiful. And so I think your work this year is to find a way to help purge this. And the Hermit may be part of the answer here, is to maybe do take some time out and do take some time to do some self-reflection and some self-work to try to clear some of this out, some of this stagnation. I'm not getting substance abuse, and I'm not getting that kind of thing here, although that could always play when we see this. For me, right now with this reading, I'm getting that this is more tied to obligations and expectation. What's expected of you, either from family or friends, or maybe you have bills and you have all of these things are kind of holding you down and weighing you down, and you really want to go here. But you have too many things that are kind of anchoring you. And so I think part of your work then, Taurus, is to find ways to shed. And this is mental energy too. So sometimes we keep ourselves mentally in like mental prisons when there are solutions for us to get out. This is also a state of like taking a mental break after some physical ordeal or after some kind of, some challenges. You take a break here. These are both cards for me of like, taking a break, but it's also we're imposing this on ourselves. We can take a break for as long as we need, right? But we don't have to stay in this energy indefinitely, is what I'm saying. There's a purpose for these cards and there's a purpose for these energies, and I'm not saying they're not valuable. But maybe decide how long you want to stay here, right? Because the longer you stay here, especially with these 4, the harder it's going to be for you to break away from this devil energy. And the Hermit may be the key to help you break away, all right? So let's take a look at what animal spirit came out for you. You got Whale Spirit, Trust the Great Mystery. So let's read the booklet and see what the booklet has to say. What what Whale Spirit has to say. All right. Whale spirit is an ancient creature who was here at the beginning of time and who has seen everything, felt everything, and heard everything that has ever transpired on the planet. In the hidden realms where all things must gather first before manifesting into form, whale spirit is the keeper, singing the soul of the world, the whole world, from the deepest waters of the coldest seas. When whale spirit appears, it is a reminder that there is a great mystery that you must accept without intellectually trying to understand it. This is definitely some intellectual energy here because we have Mercury tied in here. And the King of Swords is also very much in his head. Some things cannot be known by the mind, only experienced through the heart, through intuition and through the peripheral senses that part the invisible veils separating the visible world from the great manifesting consciousness in the hidden realms. Now is the time for you to immerse yourself in the great mystery of spirit. And so trust that within the invisible, what you can't see now are the seeds of your intentions being tended by the angels. Absolutely. I think you really do have some strong ideas and some strong intentions. And here's that kind of that love piece and connecting with your heart. You have like one cup, right, in this whole reading. I do also want to read you the protection message. That was intended if this card came up in reverse. I'm not using reversals today, but the protection messages are worded differently, and so it may resonate for you in a deeper way. So let me read that. Certainty is not offered to you right now. You are being asked to trust the process of co-creation. Whale spirit reminds you that your primary reality is not that of the material world, but that of the realm of spirit. Absolutely. So you're kind of stuck in this material. Hermit's asking you to step outside of that, right? Into the realm of spirit, from which the essence of your dreams and desires can take shape before arriving at a specific form. You must trust absolutely that what will come will be for the highest good. Stay in your present moment awareness and allow the hidden realms to hold your intentions safely until it is time for them to manifest in the realm of form. Let go, for you will not be left behind. Some things take longer than others to arrive. I really like that for you, Taurus. And I hope that you find that helpful and inspiring in some way to help you navigate. I hope you choose to work with whale spirit at some point this year. And I hope that you found this helpful. All right. I have a great year, and I hope to see you soon. Take care.